Good Thursday morning, and welcome to Ice Age TV. Not EV Age, but hey, it's the Internal Combustion Engine Age YouTube channel. Conversations this morning. Wow, where did all the geese go? A little cool up here this morning on this Thursday TV Conversations. Morning Conversations with my Ford Maverick hat on. A little different look with the red hat, right? It's the colors. It kind of changed the way you look. I'm sure people know that, but look, the way has populated again. My goodness gracious! I finally had a chance to get my truck and, I should say, my motorcycle trailer emptied and cars moved around and motorcycles parked and the list just doesn't end. And the fleet is back. If you kind of look around here of all the cars, and wow, it's just incredible. So far, the winter that we're here in the Maryland area, the winter just isn't really happening, which, I mean, no real complaints from me, but at the same time, not really anything, kind of a boring winter so far, if you know what I'm saying on that one. And, oh my goodness, yeah, what are we talking about today? Jesus Christ, to come up with content, a YouTube channel when you're a one-man show, not easy. Come on, get in here. It's not easy. I don't get paid to do this stuff. I just talk to talk. There's the Maverick. Set it up yesterday because I'm working out of that now. I really love that truck. Mixed feelings on my cap. I mean, I think this truck has a better look without the cap, but the cap really does make it even more user-friendly. It do so much stuff I can put in the back of it. So, and one reason is I've been driving the Raptor, the Ford black truck Raptor here over the last few days. That thing's a gas hog. These Raptors are gas hogs. I'm seeing like 11.5 miles per gallon. Oh my gosh. You know, that, I mean, just, there's the Ranger. The wife is taking a time out in the Ranger, and she's not going to drive the 4Runner. She's not driving the Mach-E. That Ford Mach-E is not, just doesn't get driven. I could drive it, but, yeah. And what's interesting is the market in those EVs, they're changing. The media's lying to you, as always. It's the lying machine, being that the market in these EV vehicles, the media's trying to tell everybody and brother is running in droves to buy them. They're not. There's a bunch of baloney. Why is Tesla having to discount their cars? It's just beyond believable. Today, where we live, I'm going to put my barn opener down, otherwise it closes this, closes that. It's just incredible. But yeah, all right, look here. I had to pull the Challenger up further. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let these dogs in. I'm gonna just one little peep of a dog out in the street, and I'm chasing these dogs around the frickin' front yard again. I'm gonna be smarter than they think I am. So here we go. Let's get them in the office. And yeah. It's early in the morning. Time to get motivated, go to work, and get the day going. Who doesn't know these stories, right? But yesterday, I had to rearrange my garage, and here's my motorcycles back here. Here's the Indian Super Chief, the Chiefs. You know, what is it? The Super Chief Limited. We took the back seat off last night. Look at that. They did even more paint work on this motorcycle. And the reason I took the back seat off, never had the intentions of doing that, but there's no battery tender on it. It just blows me away how many people buy motorcycles. The individual who owns this motorcycle, they spent all this money on a custom paint, you know, doing the pinstriping and nice exhaust and the little tethers, but they don't put a battery tender on the bike. They don't put crash bars in the bike. It just makes no sense to me. And then the Indian, that's a plastic, really cheap-ass Indian label there that literally isn't even stuck to the tank. If I could push on it, you'd see how it's peeled off. Why wouldn't this person have done an Indian paint theme for the name? I mean, oh my gosh, I just can't believe it wouldn't have been like, oh, hey, let's peel off this really piece of junk, piece of plastic that didn't even put in its gas tank, and let's paint Indian's name on it. Yeah, people, us humans, we just ain't right. I'm sorry. Us humans, you think you're right, you're wrong. You're wrong. Let's office here with the dogs, and did the door close? It closed. All right, come on. Let's get up the stairs. Come on, move on way. You want me to fall down the stairs, don't you? Huh? Yeah. These stairs. or a nice little workout in the morning. Jesus Christ. Get the heat on. It's not real cold, but gotta get the heat. Gotta get the lights on. Dark here. And, it's down there in Florida. I got my GT500 special package for my Heritage Edition, which was down there. And get the lights on. It's the routine. Get the babbling going, right? My watch. What I noticed, if I turn this phone off, for any reason, if I turn this phone off, it's over. I mean, literally, once I turn this phone off, like right now I gotta do other things. I can't hold the phone. And you'll see that the phone goes to me talking, but you can't see what I'm saying. So let me see here. Can I do this here? I don't even know. Let me try to do other things. Well, yeah, so once you click off that phone and then I turn it back on, my whole conversation looks totally goofy. So, yeah, anyways, what the hell are we going to talk about? I don't know. There's everything to talk about, right? And I do it every day because I sincerely feel there's a select few that just like to hear my voice in the morning and hear ideas and views. That's kind of why I do it. It isn't a big following, but I just kind of get the morning going, I guess, get my thoughts going. I just can kind of, do this, if you know what I mean. Hey, is this a better idea on how to do this? On how do I have to hold the phone up for 30 minutes, if you know what I mean? Let's get some in my system because I need coffee, man. What's the dogs doing, right? And I don't know. Jesus Christ. They're all kind of chilling out. Can't do that either. So here we are. Project of me trying to get my coffee. It just doesn't end. This is a challenging morning. Have you noticed that? This is one of those days when you just can't. Your body and brain just don't function properly. Yeah. Jesus Christ. All right. Yeah. So anyways, I thought this morning's conversation could be about the markets. And am I a market expert? There's no way. I am no market expert. I'm your average guy, just speculates and babbles about things and thinks you know what's going on. Yeah, that's who I am. The Ford Maverick, I just love that little truck. And I'm getting a lot of hits off of people inquiring about that Maverick truck with that top on it. They're asking me all these questions. I haven't driven a lot. People are asking me like, hey, is the fuel economy different? Hey, is there less power? Blah, blah, blah. For the limited time I drove that vehicle, I did not notice anything different. I mean, that cap is so aerodynamic to that truck. I didn't notice any radical change in the behaviors of the vehicle as far as power goes. So I'm going to start driving it just for that reason. Drinking my coffee. What's going on here? Here's the Bank of America CEO. He's explaining on how things are pretty good. Things are pretty good. Nothing radical's going on. Things are okay. He thinks that people are in good shape. He's trying to keep that stock. Stock's at $33 a share, and he starts talking bad news. He'll be terminated, right? If he tells us the truth, he'll be terminated. And I actually hear the truth. You get the truth. But anyways, with the Maverick, just a great truck. And I'd have two of them still, but for that Ford Raptor showing up in my life. And that's something. I bought that second Maverick. Shortest time frame I ever owned one. But that thing, which is a little bigger tire size, that thing didn't get the greatest of gas mileage. I was so disappointed. So I'm back to the red one, which that's cool. That's fine. I got the Raptor. I mean, how could you complain about that? Swapping the Maverick, the carbonized Maverick for the Raptor. I mean, who would complain about that, right? Like, wow, man. But I'm trying to think, is that how it played out? I can't even keep track of how things played out. But I also gave up the Raptor. If even for my Bronco Wildtrak, I gave that up. I gave up the carbonized. I can't even keep track. I gave up my Wildtrak for the Raptor Bronco. I gave up the carbonized for the race truck. Duh. Yeah, I know. If it's many deals, I'm always in the market to do things. I mean, keeping it kind of in the market theme. I mean, on the car theme, I should say. Wow, I need coffee. Jesus Christ. Yeah. So I woke up last night, like in the middle of the night, and I didn't go back to sleep for like an hour or two. I guess that's playing out this morning. So, anyways, the markets. Well, right now everybody's talking about the EV market. How the EV market is on fire. Everybody and brothers jumping, on board to buy EV. But yet Tesla's having to discount all their EVs. I mean, does any of this make sense to you when you read these journalists write articles about stuff? I think this makes no sense to me. You're telling us that everybody and brother wants to buy an EV now, even though the gas prices have gone down substantially. But yet, Tesla's having to cut all their prices to sell them. And so for me, one thing I thought to myself is I'm the market guy. I'm the market car guru guy. I always want to buy a damn car, or truck, or motorcycle. It just doesn't ever end. And so I've had many Ford F-450s. And here recently, I saw a really nice Ford F-450 at Koons Baltimore Ford here back like in November. Somebody custom ordered a Atlas Blue F-450 limited, so it's the highest level truck, and it's just a beautiful truck. I mean, expensive is all, very expensive. But I looked at the sales guy and said, "Hey, is that truck available?" Just inquiring. He's like, "No, it's a special order." I'm like, "What's it doing back here?" He's like, "Oh, the back and got a little nicked up in the back rear when they're unloading it, so we're having to fix that." I'm like, okay. So here recently, I was just on Koons Baltimore website. And I like to kind of check inventories and see what the market's doing, and that truck is still there. So I reached out to my sales guy, and I said, "Hey, I thought that truck was sold." He's like, "No, the guy walked away." I mean, many people are ordering vehicles and they're walking away from the deals. I mean, that is going on, and so the market definitely has shifted in so many aspects. But do you hear a lot about it? I mean, you do, but you don't. I don't know. So, anyways. So now here's me like, oh, you know what? That's a pretty cool truck, but it's just too much. So just by coincidence, they have a really nice antimatter F-450 Lariat package, priced basically like $15,000 cheaper than the other truck. And I'm like, that's not a bad truck. It's for the heck of it, for giggles, let's just see if anything makes sense here and try to run a deal. Even though I'm like, I've got really strong reservations. And I don't know. I've had a lot of F-450s, the four-door. I'm not talking about the two-door that my kid has. So, it's a long shot, but that's just who I am. I just always like to explore things. And that's what I say. I had a video yesterday of me going down that path. I didn't even post it because it never played out. But I started making a video. Hey, here I'm at Koons Baltimore Ford. And, in fact, I could probably even paste it into this video just for the heck of it. But anyways, so now my sales guy, we put a deal together, and yesterday I was over in that area working, and mixed feelings. And you know what, I'll go by, because the truck really is, it's got a Baja interior. It's a cool looking truck. So I go by there, and I stop in, and Koons Baltimore Ford is borderline slammed. I mean, it's a Wednesday, it's the new year, and people are lined up buying cars. I mean, the parking lot's not empty, and people inside the dealership are all scrambling around doing things. Wow. Just wow, man. Does anybody think that the lights have turned off? They have not turned off. I mean, even for me, you'd think by now, when did the lights just turn off? Or people are like, you know what? It's time out time. But anyways, so my sales guy, he's too busy really to deal with me, so he gives me the key to the truck and goes, I moved it way down on the lot and go blah, blah, blah. So it's the truck. It's the wrong truck. He still thinks I'm fixated on that expensive truck. Now I'm like, where is the antimatter? So then I go all the way back up to dealership, and they're like, that truck ain't here. That's in our Woodbridge location. I'm like, and then my sales guy was apologetic. He felt bad about it, but I'm just like, I texted you numerous times that truck there would maybe make sense of a deal, but I don't even know if I'd do the deal. Anyways, so here's the thing. The Mach-E, Ford Mustang Mach-E's, I counted 7 in front of me. Yeah, you go a year ago, you couldn't even find one. So a year later, the Ford Mustang Mach-E's, there's tons of them sitting in the market. Well, I thought the journals are saying that everybody wants an EV now. I mean, what's going on? Why are they sitting in the dealer's lot? Yeah, right. I mean, what's going on? Yeah, the market the market for the EV vehicles, I'm sorry. I think it's so misleading. It's the governing bodies once again wanting to tell you how to live your life and then project onto you, oh, everybody wants these things. Everybody wants these things. And the reality is, no, not everybody wants these things. You're at the day. Is this the mob? Is this just the high-class mob showing up in Switzerland? That's my perceptions. The high-class mob in Davos. I mean, Bill Gates is there. Al Gore is there. I mean, all the people that tell you how to live your life, that enrich themselves on you following their rhetoric as they live the opposite life of what you want they're preaching to you to live. The hypocrites of the world, beyond believable, that are richer than all get out because people fall for their stories. Wow, isn't that incredible? Yeah. So anyway, so the car market, very. Joe works for me. He swears up and down yesterday that Carvana's Gaithersburg, Maryland store was shutting down, cleaning house. Now, part of me is like, well, you could take that. Carvana's going out of business. We've heard this now for a year, right? Haven't we heard for like a year now that Carvana's going out of business? But they have a brand new Virginia store. So are they just relocating their stuff to Virginia near the airport? I have no idea. But anyways, I mean, and even to me, is what my Joe told me yesterday factual? I have no idea. He just said he saw tons of vehicles being cleaned out of the Carvana vending machine lot. I have no idea. I mean, I'd have to go by there and look. That's hard to believe. But once again, you know, you're hearing that the car trends definitely changed. One thing for sure, what I noticed on talking to Koons Baltimore Ford about trying to maybe put a deal together. So what is really going on more than ever is back to the good old days. And what that means is your used car doesn't have a lot of value, but they want top dollar for their new vehicle. So it's just like that limited truck. They had 10 grand ADM on it. Like, I'm not paying that. You're like, I'm not doing it. I ain't right. So the point is, the car market's back, kind of going back to the way it was. Nobody's here. Nobody's here. Yeah, I mean, nobody's here, everybody. There's nobody here. Let me get some more coffee. Yeah, so anyways, this is how it's going to play out. That car there is $100,000, and it's $100,000. Your car, it's worth $30,000. Yeah, but a year ago it was worth $45,000. Not anymore. Well, okay, so why is your new car so expensive? Well, be lucky to get one. Yeah, right. Oh, you're an idiot. I'll use the word idiot today. You're an idiot to start buying this. Manufacturers are ramping it all back up again. The dealer inventories are growing. So, yeah, I'll probably post that video of me walking around the lot so you kind of see what's going on. Just entertain it for the video. For, yeah, you're going to buy another truck? Yeah, with me, who the heck knows? You know, it's always me. I'm always in the market. I'm always looking around, thinking, you know, what do I give up? The cards. I got a deck of cards. You know, me and the cars. I can always, you know, do whatever seems to make sense, or the latest, next, greatest thing. I actually want to order a 2023 F450, and I've already actually built one to order one. The F450 2023, you can't. They're not letting you order them yet. Because the 2023s, they've updated them, and they've kind of revamped them and redesigned them a little bit. And so actually, that's what I tried to do last year. And I got another vehicle that I just built that is being built right now. And that one is supposed to be available later this month, I think. But you know what? I'll be amazed if the deal can get done. I mean, Ford Motor Credit, they're like so done with me. But I'm going to tell you what. From one dealership to another dealership, there's no doubt. The power of one individual in one dealership versus no power in the other dealership. Yeah, I mean, I've witnessed this so many times. You go to one dealership, can't get anything done. I go to another dealership that knows how to get things done, and bing, bam, done. So, yeah, so stay tuned for that. What is that? I'm not telling you, right? Maybe in other videos I've told you, but I'm not saying much right now, okay? I'm just going to leave it at that. And is that a long shot? But here's the challenge. To get that, what do I give up? See, that's where I am. Right now, I have such great vehicles I really love. That's the challenge. What do I part with? And without getting all the details, when I'm talking about the value of cars, yeah, I've already witnessed that values of vehicles for some I have, I'm at $10,000 plus less value a year later on some of my vehicles, but the new car is still premium price. And actually, new cars have gone up even more. What is the market viability? What is going on? I mean, for me, I'll be the first to admit that in 2022, I sincerely thought that the lights would turn off in this country. I just sincerely thought that the money would run out of all the free money that governing bodies have given to so many people. And how wrong was I? I mean, yeah, now the numbers are starting to show that people are pulling back. Is it radical? It's not radical. I mean, but people are pulling back. But it's not like people are going to go out of business. I mean, I could be wrong on that, but from what I'm witnessing, I'm not seeing the lights turn off. What's really interesting is I'm a subscriber to the Washington Business Journal, a local business paper that's nationwide. Anybody could join up to be part of. And it posts, bankruptcies, tax liens, sales of business. It's a huge information capability paper that's on the internet for you, or paper and delivered to your house. It gives you so much information on what's going on in the business community. It's great information. And is so intriguing, there's just really no bankruptcies. I mean, very, 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 very small. Very many weeks go by, not one bankruptcy. So if anybody thinks that people are in dire straits and going broke, it's not happening. I mean, yeah, there's always been people that get themselves in financial trouble. There's a hockey player that plays the Las Vegas hockey team is. Yeah, he's indebted to $50 million in debt that he and his wife and probably his father have gotten themselves up in the eyeball. They're going through a bankruptcy right now because the goalie hockey player, I don't know if he's a goalie or not, but he's indebted to his, up to his hockey pucks. He can't get out of that. So the whole point is always the people getting themselves in financial trouble. But I'm just saying the dire straits, the markets, and that's what I was saying this morning, the markets, to me, are just bouncing around in that low 30,000 range. The Dow dropped 600 points yesterday on the economic data. Whip-de-doo-dah, all the short sellers are having a heyday. People know this language better than I do. But if you know how to play these markets and have the right advice and all, you're making a heyday right now of all people jumping out, then jumping back in, jumping out, then jumping back in. For me, my goal was to see the market hit 20s. If it hit the low 20s, I'd start buying up stocks. Right now, is the 30, 32 kind of where it's going to be? And it's not going to get any lower, and you kind of should be buying stock again. I'm not that person to advise anybody on that, even myself. I'm not that, astute of the markets. And so anyway, so look at the stock market, it's just up and down, up and down. The oil market, here we go. The International Energy Agency, IEA, is now telling everybody since since China, same thing basically, communist countries, China is coming back on board, full strength. So the speculation is the oil consumption is going to go through the roof, and hold on to your britches because it's time to start raising the price of oil again. So sure enough, the barrel of oil is back up to over $80 a barrel when it got down in the mid to low 70s. So now they're speculating that you're going to have to pay a lot more for your gasoline. And then Greta Thunberg over there in Davos or whatever did her fake getting taken by the police scene for protesting probably somebody stepping on a frog or something, or took a frog home and boiled it for lunch, I guess. Who the heck knows that young lady's dad? That little young lady had a daddy that just brainwashed her to the max. I wonder if she ever wakes up one day. I wonder if she ever realizes her daddy was kind of just a unique individual. Hey, don't get personal here on me, on my channel. Yeah, what am I doing to my kid, right? The opposite, the Ice Age, the coal burner. Yeah, you're a disgrace to humanity. You're contributing to the problem of the green agenda. Yeah, right. They will advance green agenda more because of your attitude. Yeah, right. I hear you. Yeah. Anyways, so the markets. Yeah. So the markets are
the oil market now is speculation. You're going to be paying more for fuel. That'll make you want to go buy those EVs. They're sitting all over the dealer lots now. Go buy your EV. It's going to be a beautiful thing for you, man. It's going to be beautiful. No big deal forgetting to charge your car at nighttime. You'll never do that. Trust me. You'll never forget to charge your car when you get up in the morning, you go to work. Yeah, that'll never happen. Yeah, right. We're saying you ain't going to forget to put gas in your car, right? Yeah, right here. Look, 102, blah, 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 da, 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 da. Yeah, and then the house next, they're saying the housing market's down. I just don't see many for sale signs. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing when I drive through neighborhoods and I travel from Florida to Tennessee, live here in Virginia, Maryland. I mean, I'm not seeing the dire straits of people trying to sell their homes. Is anybody seeing any of this? I mean, the markets, it's just so befuddling that we are paying more for everything, more than ever in modern times, but yet it just seems like, I mean, I guess, I don't know. It just seems to me like people are surviving. I mean, is it catching up finally? Are people finally draining all their savings accounts to be able to live their lifestyle, even though they didn't get a pay increase? I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. But to me, I'm just not seeing radical things. I'm not seeing radical hardships of individuals where the markets are going to adjust and things get less expensive. I mean, Ford and other manufacturers just continue to raise the price of their vehicles. They're not decreasing the price, they're raising the price, and they're not doing much on incentives to buy them. In case some low interest financing, but no huge rebates. So there's no trend showing that the dealerships have just had the people not show up anymore. So those markets seem to be respectable still. Probably just, I think we're just back to pre-pandemic. I've said that so many times. So yeah, so what are the markets going to do? I mean, the market's okay. Yeah, what are the markets going to do? I would say markets are just going to probably be kind of mediocre. What do other people think? What do anybody watch my channel think? Do you think that the stock market is going to get below 30 this year? Do you think it's just I think that's just going to be the 30K plus market. I don't think it's going to be 20K. There's just nothing indicating. Even though Microsoft just laid off 10,000 people. I mean, a lot of companies are laying off people, but they say that these tech people, they just find a gig somewhere else. So it's not like they're out of a job. They just take a job somewhere else because the labor market still seems to be very strong. So, all right. Anyways, just here, yeah, whatever. I don't know. To make a conversation every morning. Doing my best for those people that watch my channel and try to entertain you and give you information and what's the next adventure. And I just told you, yeah, there's a possibility of adventure. So I'll just post that into my video this morning. And then yesterday I put on my battery tender on the Super Chief, Super Chief Limited out there in the shop. And wow, I mean, if it was a little warmer, I'd be riding motorcycles. Yeah, the sunnier day. Yeah, I mean, it's just incredible. All right, let me cut a little short here because I can post my other videos showing me walk around the dealership, and you're like, oh my God, here this guy goes again, right? Yeah, right. Well, that's the thing. I always talk about that. I do a lot of things behind the scenes that never play out. So everybody, thanks for watching my channel. Gazillions of things we can talk about, but I'm just kind of keeping it at that. So let's just keep it at that and enjoy the rest of my video. So God bless, stay safe, and stay.
Uh-oh. Hey, it's Coons Baltimore Ford. Am I doing an advertisement, a infomercial for them? I should, right? Uh-oh. Somebody's calling. Oh, my goodness. What the hell am I doing here, right? What the hell am I doing at Coons Baltimore today? I have no idea. I figured I'd go by here and say hi to the guys. Look, Mach-E. Mach-E, 1, 2. Oh, this isn't good. So the Mach-E's are dead in the water. Look at that. So the vehicles that were the hottest item around at one time are now dead in the water. Yep, interesting times. Let's go check everything out here. We'll get the Bentleys, man. This is getting me high line. Do I qualify to even come here anymore? I mean, sincerely. Do I even qualify? Rolls? Is that a Bentley? Yikes. All right, so what do we got going on here? Tell you what, these guys at Coons Baltimore Ford are busy. Busy. It's never ending. What am I doing, right? I don't know what the hell I'm doing. If you follow my channel, yeah, I'm doing. He's always doing something. But what am I doing? What am I up to? I don't know. I'm walking down the Ford line here. Ford truck line. Look at all the trucks. Look, Super Duties. Look, Super Duties. I mean, everything's changing. The manufacturers are getting stuff all back in line. So, oh, here it is. Or is it? I don't know. I can't tell. And you're walking with me. I have no idea. They said it's down here. Well, he's at the wrong one. This is classic. So he's thinking this is funny. So he's doing a deal. This isn't the truck that I'm looking at. Oh, this is classic. I mean, yeah, this thing here, it's too much truck. This is funny. So my sales guy isn't following my instructions. He didn't look at what I told him to look at. Very interesting. So I think this is the truck, actually. I was thinking to myself, yeah, no, this ain't it either. Wow. This is confusing. So I don't know. I don't know what he's thinking I'm looking at. I have no idea. Do I even have any idea? No. I don't. Huh. Wowsker. All right, well, let's reevaluate.